interesting one today where we're talking about the value of eco-friendly property. First of all, what is an eco-friendly property?
So Mo, this idea of going green and eco-friendly, right? I can kind of liken it to when someone says they're going vegan or when they're going vegetarian, because it is a complete transformation of how you approach that thing that you want to be green about. So in this case, it's obviously property, and it's about a complete lifestyle change of how you clean the property, the chemicals you use in your house. You've got to make sure that it's pet friendly, that it doesn't damage the environment. It's even the material you use, in your flooring, is it biodegradable? You even find yourself going as far as, having those 3 different waste bins, right? One for the glass, one for the plastic, one for the biodegradables. It's about everything to do with reducing the harmful nature of your home products and, of course, creating a lot more efficiency. So it's not just a fad, right? It really is about how you are transforming how you are living.
And why is this important? How does that affect the value of my property, for example?
So, the thing about it is that in the long run, there is huge benefits for it because your maintenance costs will be reduced significantly, right? But the issue is that you've got to now put yourself in a position where you spend the money and you invest the time and energy, not just in transforming the property, but also transforming your mindset towards the property, right? So more in your case, right, if you decided to go eco-friendly, your DJing decks may not quite be the thing. So you may have to get rid of that, right?
Right.
Or could, so in your case,
My
knowing
weaves.
that your weaves, the chemicals you use for the things, even your car, right? You can't have I know you're heavy on the gas, right? So the whole Vrapa thing, you can't pull up into your place that is eco-friendly, knowing that you've just, emitted a lot of carbon. Right.
So the papas and the papas are not welcome in eco-friendly estates.
Silent electric vehicles.
Yes, that's funny. So Tim, this whole thing sounds really expensive.
Right.
Let's talk about the pros. I'm sure you have beautiful views. You've got this natural surrounding, which could be a pro. But what are the pros and cons here?
So let's start with the cons, right?
Okay.
And then we'll get to the good news,
Yeah.
right? The con is definitely it is super costly, right? Because you're having to really engage with everything in your place and make sure that you are testing if it's biodegradable, making sure that your lighting is changed, that it's LED lighting that you're using across your house, making sure that your heating system as well is eco-friendly. So there's that cost that becomes a big barrier to get into it, right? The other con is that it is still in its infancy, especially in South Africa, right? So there's not a lot of tried and tested things. So there's going to be a lot of trial and error in how you're doing it, right? And that could obviously be very costly because you are having to change things every 6 months, etc., until you find the right formula. So outside of the cost, that being the prohibitive factors, right? The pro for that is that your life will change. You will be a lot more conscious of everything that you're doing. You'll be a lot more disciplined. So you'll be a lot more, what's the word? You'll save a lot over the long run. Because if you're using energy efficient lighting, right, the cost of your electricity will just automatically go down. Right?
That's true.
So there is a strong maintenance benefit to that. And then of course, the obvious one is that the value of your property will go up by as much as 10 to 20% over and above everything else around you, right? Because banks will see more value in that.
Yeah, because that's such an important point to say, is there an upside to sort of buying a property in an eco-friendly estate, and do banks take favor to that?
Yes.
100%. So what they've started doing is that if you can demonstrate that you have built your place with a lot of eco-friendly solutions and that it is EDGE certified, which is that the efficiency of your place is low, then they will give you as much as 25 basis points less when you bond the place, right? On your interest, 25 basis points come straight off your interest charges.
Question, do you have to ask the bank for this and do you have to prove it like you said?
Yes, so you would need to make that request for the bank, and when they come out to do the valuation of the place, they would also include that as part of the valuation, that it is eco-friendly and it is EDGE certified. So then you can then ask for a little 25 basis drop on your interest rate. So there is a real economic benefit to going green on your property.
Brilliant. I love that. If anybody wants to pick your brain further on this topic or any other topic that is property related, Tim, how do we find you?
Please come see us at mortgagemarket.co.za. We have tons of property that we can showcase to you. And of course, we take your application for your mortgage to 7 different banks, and we pay you 5,000 cash back along with your home loan. So please reach out to us on Instagram at mortgage.market.
Brilliant stuff. Tim, all the best, and we'll check you again next week.
Thank you very much.